Thank you for that, Phil.
Sam, what are we thinking with the weather today?
So the clouds that are out there right now look a little stubborn, right? And they actually even look dark. So you're thinking, oh, this could be our chance for rain. I'm going to show you that there's one or two renegade sprinkles that are showing up in Rockland, Westchester counties particularly. But some of that isn't even making it to the ground. So here's our thing about tonight. If the showers are coming at around 9 o'clock, particularly for northern areas, could any of them get into the Bronx or northern Brooklyn and Queens? And it is possible, even into Manhattan, that we see a little sprinkle at that time with some heavier rain in parts of the Hudson Valley. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at the sky right there. Look at that dark cloud. Looks like it wants to rain. But it's all staying up there. 59 degrees in Central Park right now, 57 in Newark, 57 in Islip. As we go through the day today, 63 is our high, which is a little bit by a degree or two higher than it would normally be. Here's our drought monitor for the day. And look, it gets updated on Thursday, but look, severe, extreme, dry, the entire area. We haven't gotten to exceptional just yet, but a lot of us are on the way. This is our fire danger in the area right now, and it's something that you have to keep an eye on because we don't see big moisture coming our way. Here's our high temperature profile today. A little bit warmer in some areas, western New Jersey, also into the Hudson Valley. 64 is the city temperature, guys.
Okay, now to the upcoming election. 7 pivotal days to go for candidates in local, state, and federal races. We expect to hear from Mayor Adams later this morning on plans to keep voters and polling places safe 1 week from today.
And in the race for the White House, Vice President Harris and former President Trump, this race remains tied with 1 week to go, essentially a dead heat, making the coming days more important than ever. 1 week before Election Day, Vice President Harris is set to deliver a speech in Washington, D.C., delivering her closing argument in the same spot where former President Trump spoke to that crowd just before the January 6th Capitol attack. Harris and her running mate Tim Walz campaigned last night near the University of Michigan.
I love your generation. I really do. And one of the things about it is you are rightly impatient for change. I love that about you.
Harris' campaign pouncing on those controversial moments from Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden, a joke from a comedian about Puerto Rico, and turning it into a campaign ad.
A floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I will never forget what Donald Trump did. He abandoned the island and offered nothing more than paper towels and insults. Puerto Ricans deserve better.
The Trump campaign said the joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign. But sources say the campaign considered not even responding to the remark. And Trump himself has not officially addressed it publicly. According to the New York Times, the Trump campaign, quote, fears damage from what the comic said Sunday night. Sources tell ABC News the joke from pro-Trump comedian Tony Hinchcliffe was ad-libbed and not in the speech reviewed ahead of time by the campaign. The comedian reportedly planned to use a vulgar slur when talking about Vice President Harris, but the Trump campaign asked him to remove that joke. Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, calls the reaction to the racist joke fake outrage.
I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the joke, but I think that we have to stop getting so offended at every little thing in the United States of America. I'm so over it.
Trump in Georgia yesterday promising a new golden age if he wins.
It's hard to believe I could even say that. Some people would say, he's got to be crazy. No, we're going to have a golden age. It's going to happen.
A reminder, you can vote early every day this week through Sunday. And again, Election Day is 1 week from today. Our election guide takes a closer look at the presidential race and some of the big local races. You can watch it anytime on our streaming platforms.
Now to a look at some of the headlines.